west part of town.
Witnesses tell us the armed suspects knocked on a woman's door and then rushed in when she opened it. The woman fought back, and that caused one of the suspects' guns to accidentally go off. No one was hit, but it was enough to scare the three men away. Police say the suspects were firing shots into the air as they left. They did hit a nearby house. The victim's sister heard it all unfold on the phone.
She was crying, and that's when I knew something was wrong, when she started crying. And the baby started crying, so that's when I knew something was wrong. Because I was on the phone with her like a couple of seconds when the phone fell on the ground. That's when I knew, something was going on there.
Police have a partial description of the getaway car. It is a small white car, maybe a Mitsubishi. The first part of the license plate reads KLM.
A young boy enjoying a dangerous playground is in the hospital tonight. The 4-year-old was playing in the street outside his house when a man in a car hit him. But it's what happened next that has the attention of police. News 3's Beth Fisher joins us live from 13th Street where that accident happened. Beth?
Well, Nina, the little boy lives in this apartment building, 616. The building right next door, 620, that's where the man who hit him lives. But when the accident happened, the man didn't run home. He didn't run to the little boy's home. Instead, police say he freaked out and loaded the little boy into his car and drove off. Scared?
He was scared and frightened. He was crying at the same time. He was telling me. But he's doing fine right now.
Dion Kay is relieved her son is alive. Yesterday afternoon, he was missing.
The van backed up into him and ran over him, or ran over him and stuff. And the guy supposedly took him.
There are kids all over this neighborhood, so it's easy to understand how an accident like this could happen. But what no one understands is why the suspect would load the little boy into his car and drive around for several hours.
He said he was scared because he had no papers. He had no insurance, no nothing.
He is 30-year-old Adolfo Baez. We tried talking to his family tonight. You don't speak English? Okay, thank you. It was a family member who finally convinced Baez to take the boy to Lake Mead Hospital. At first, Baez told police he'd found the boy. Later, he confessed to hitting him. Are you angry at all at the guy who hit you?
Yes and no, in a way. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what. I just don't know. As long as he's okay.
Back here live now, the little boy was transferred to UMC where he is in stable condition. We understand he has cuts to his face and a punctured lung, but he's doing fairly well. Another note to add here, police say they are also investigating the little boy's mother for possible child neglect. Reporting live, I'm Beth Fisher. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Beth. Adolfo Baez is in the Clark County Jail tonight, charged with 5 counts of felony hit and run and felony child endangerment.
2 traffic wrecks in the valley are causing problems out on the roads tonight. The first one involves a motorcycle. The driver lost control on US 95 less than an hour ago. You see the bike laying on the side. Here he is being loaded into the ambulance. They took him to the hospital. It's not clear what caused the crash, but the victim is expected to be okay. The other accident involved a suspected drunk driver, and it is much more serious. This was the scene about 9:30 tonight at Williams and Hoover in North Las Vegas. Officers tell us the driver of the small sedan was speeding across the center line and slammed head-on into a pickup truck. The driver of the sedan is suspected of drinking and driving. He has been taken to the hospital with pretty serious injuries. A woman from the pickup was also taken to the hospital.
That accident serves as an important reminder we can't tell you enough to not drink and drive. Metro and other police agencies have sobriety checkpoints set up throughout the valley this weekend. They'll be out all night. They plan to set up additional checkpoints on Saturday and on Sunday. Officers also want to remind motorists to watch their speed and to buckle up.
Police discovered a dead body under some bushes earlier tonight. A passerby noticed the half-nude body in the brush by the corner of Henry and Owens about 6 o'clock this evening. That's right near Pecos and Lamb. They called police. Once officers arrived, they discovered the man was dead. Metro is investigating the case. There is no word right now of any foul play.
New information tonight about that police shooting on Wednesday. North Las Vegas police have identified the officers who were involved. 28-year-old Wayne Blackard was wounded in the line of duty. He was shot in the hand. Blackard was released from the hospital today. 30-year-old Christopher Corrado, also an officer, fired his gun at the suspect as well. That man, 54-year-old Johnny Lee Weatherspoon, the suspect was killed. Those officers are part of a narcotics squad. They were taking part in a bust when it turned into a gunfight. In the 16-year history of that narcotics unit, this is the first time a suspect has been killed during a bust. Those are North Las Vegas police that we're talking about. Christopher Terry's battle to get out on bail got a lot tougher today after the prosecutor asked for and received an increase in his bail amount. The 21-year-old is charged with driving drunk and killing 63-year-old Sherman Smith on July 14th. Now, the judge increased Terry's bail from $30,000 to $100,000. That's because Terry already has a case pending on an assault with a deadly weapon charge.
Back in May, an exclusive News 3 investigation uncovered people buying and selling food stamps, criminals ripping off taxpayers and taking money from the needy families those food stamps are supposed to help. Today, Metro went undercover at the same location where we exposed that fraud and put some of those suspected criminals behind bars. It happened in front of a check cashing store here at Eastern and Bonanza. The woman in the gray cap you see in the video right there, she is an undercover Metro detective. The man talking with her is buying more than $200 worth of food stamps for about 60 cents on the dollar. That is a felony, and he's just one of the suspects picked up during this bust.
And we recovered the food stamps that we had as marked and sold to them, and then we also recovered a lot of cash, so it looks like they've been doing it.
This was a combination bust. Metro teamed up with the U.S. Department of Agriculture for today's sweep.
Football season invades the Las Vegas Valley.
And it kind of feels like football weather out, the perfect way to kick off Operation Football.
That's right, Jim and Nina here in the Operation Football locker room, getting geared up for week #1 of high school football in the Valley. You might say it was a cool night for Pigskin.
Well, we're watching as some gusty winds will be blowing in through the holiday weekend, and it is Friday, so that means Pick a City coming up.
Plus, meet the Mix Master who's all the rage inside Studio 54. Next on News 3 Nightside, where news comes first.
You're watching Channel 3, where news comes first. This is News 3 Nightside.
The Paris Hotel and Casino is celebrating its first birthday tonight. It was 1 year ago today that the Paris opened its doors here in Las Vegas. They threw a big party today, complete with a really big cake. And a French street festival is planned through September if you want to get in on the celebration down there.
Party's just not complete without the cake.
Well, how do you say happy birthday in French?
Oh, why don't I?
Joyeux anniversaire.
Yeah, you know, I
Very
should have known
nice.
that. I took French through college.
Joyeux anniversaire. And happy Labor Day.
How
To
do
you
say that
too.
in
Yeah.
French? Joyeux Labor Day.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! We're rocket scientists up here.
Yeah.
Hey, we think it's going to be a great weekend, especially after the week that we went through with some very nasty rain in some parts of town. A little bit windy at times, but we'll deal with it. It's
pleasant.
Beautiful right now. Check it out. Mandalay Bay Cam looking at a busy holiday weekend of traffic out there. Your 11 o'clock numbers. It's great. How about 73 degrees here at 11 o'clock? Humidity, well, it's not as low as you might like, but 33% compared to where we have been is okay. Southwest breeze, 16. Barometer steady, 29.89. Yes, we do think, as the big picture says here at the Weather Center, it will be windy at times throughout the old holiday weekend, but maybe 25, topping out at a gust of 30 now and then, and it's certainly calming down during the overnight hours. Other temperatures and conditions in your neighborhood, including humidity and wind speeds. Let's check it out for you. We're all playing in the 70s temperature-wise. 71s, many spots, 76 North Las Vegas. 33% humidity is the high spot in Summerlin. Otherwise, it's in the 20% range, for 30% there down in Spring Valley. Mount Charleston's been hanging at 50 degrees just about all night long. 75 down Laughlin, 62 over the hump in Pahrump. And around the rest of the Southwest, look at the 50s, even 48 degrees right now at Elko. The storm systems we've been dealing with over the past several days are long gone out of here, but they have been replaced by some clouds and a little bit of a breeze. Here at the News 3 Weather Center, 70 degrees. 32% humidity. We've had a wind gust today so far up to 26 miles an hour. Our high was 86. Let's check in for the official numbers out at McCarran. Also 86 officially. Low this morning 67, maybe even a little bit cooler than that tomorrow morning. So seriously, it might even be light jacket or sweater weather if the breezes are blowing in the morning. Sun went to bed 7:09, up at 6:13, and air quality is good in all of our reporting categories. So we fly in from outer space, and we're checking the entire country here on The View. The storms we had now into parts of Wyoming, Colorado, Otherwise, strong showers along the bayou in Louisiana and scattered showers across the eastern 1/3 of our nation. Temperatures for your family and friends, unbelievably, it is warmer in Oklahoma City and Dallas, still here at 11 o'clock at night. 55s for Seattle, for Portland, and for Boise, Idaho. Let's head on back home and do the Nightcast. Maybe a cloud out there. We'll be dropping a few more degrees, maybe the mid-60s in the morning, back to 76 or thereabouts by 10 o'clock in the morning. Watch for those breezes off and on. We'll try for 88 your Saturday high. Really a beautiful day once again. 94 if you're headed out to the lake with 25+ mile-an-hour winds. Low 40s tonight up on the mountain. 69 the high. In the next 5 days, we'll be maybe jumping over 90 off and on, but breezy to windy conditions should be great for the holiday weekend and into next week. Hey, it is Friday. That means it's Pick-a-City time, where you drop us a postcard or an email asking for the weather back home where Grandma grew up or some little small town. Now, this one was a dare. Jackie wrote me a postcard that says, I dare you to find the little town where I was born. She visited there 12 years ago, and they had just one police officer. Found out that is still the case. They have about 400 or 500 people living in this tiny town in eastern Oklahoma. It's called McCurtain. We spoke with Gerald Horton of the town council, who just also happens to be the street commissioner, and he told us the big news in McCurtain, they're getting street signs for the names for the, they've never had those before. 141 street name signs coming to McCurtain, Oklahoma. Unfortunately, they are victims of that scorching heat. It's going to be 103 there tomorrow. We'll be lucky to be 90 tomorrow. Low in McCurtain, 76. Well, thanks for writing in. What was your name? Jackie. All right. If you would like to send your city into Pick-a-City, we're at 1500 Four Master Lane in Las Vegas, 89101. The email is always open. We love to hear from you. Sometimes it takes a while to get to them because we get backed up, but we'd love to hear from you. Nate at kvbc.com.
Jim was wondering if that was a double dog dare.
No, it's just a single dare.
I'm glad she stopped at that, because that can get ugly with
Exactly.
you.
We'll find them.
And the big time now with the street signs and everything.
In McCurtain.
Go McCurtain.
I'm going to have to go look at them.
Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome.
If you're looking to get in shape, maybe News 3 can help you out. We've teamed up with the Las Vegas Athletic Club to hook you up with gym memberships, personal trainers, and a nutritionist. You have to be at least 18 years of age and write us a letter explaining why you want to get fit with News 3. You must also include a picture of yourself and be willing to let us track your progress, on camera, of course. Just log on to kvbc.com, click on the Get Fit icon, or you can write to us at 1500 Four Master Lane in Las Vegas, 89101. The deadline is next Wednesday, and viewers will eventually get to vote on who will get fit with News 3, and we'll follow those folks for an entire year.
The nightclubs around Las Vegas are going to be packed to the limits this holiday season. There is, or holiday weekend rather, there's Raw, Club Rio, Rum Jungle, Baby, Studio 54, just to name a few. If you get real lucky, you might bump into Nina out on the dance floor this weekend. And it's up to the DJ to keep everyone dancing at those places. And if you think that job is just about playing a record or two, think again. Entertainment reporter Rachel Boesing has a look at the artistry of a DJ in tonight's Stage 3.
This is a taste of what you can expect at Studio 54. Electric energy, a packed floor, and a party in full swing. The atmosphere is courtesy of DJ Frankie.
My goal is to see the dance floor packed and hear people screaming. And it feels great every time they do it.
Now this is Studio 54, so early in the evening, you get what is advertised.
People see 5-4, they know it's the most famous name in disco history. So we give them the disco that they expect early. They're hearing all their favorites from Brick House to I Will Survive, We Are Family, Sister Sledge, etc.
And then this DJ does something unusual. He leaves this booth behind to get a feel for what comes next.
I walk around the place a lot and check out everything from hairstyles to the way they're dancing to what their shoes look like, and then you decide what kind of music to play.
More than likely, the middle of the night will include a variety of musical favorites.
We play pop music, top 40 from the charts, Alice DJ type stuff, Sonique. And then towards the later part of the night, come 3 in the morning, you're hearing progressive house music.
Now several area DJs actually credit DJ Frankie with inspiring them to spin. And DJ Frankie isn't responsible for only spinning the music. Some of the remixes you'll hear in this club, he actually produced. Here's a sure thing. You can bet DJ Frankie will give you a reason to get on the dance floor. Rachel Boesing, News 3.
DJ Frankie spins every night, Tuesday through Saturday at Studio 54. Tonight, ladies are free. Guys, you're going to have to pay 20 bucks if you want to get in.
It just works that way, doesn't it?
I guess. We put up with it.
Get ready for Operation Football.
It is opening night for Mitch Roberts and his crew.
Yes, Operation Football time. Finally, we've been waiting for months. The Channel 3 camera's been all over town tonight. Every single game that was played, we had a camera there. It's coming right up. Here's a sneak peek. Our game of the week had Bonanza hosting the Cowboys in Chaparral. Even broken plays went for long gainers tonight. It was a shootout at Western High School as the Warriors tried to shoot down the Skyhawks from Silverado. You'll need a calculator to add up this final score. And the Green Valley Gators opened up the year in new uniforms. Was it enough to curse Durango in week number 1? All that and much, much more coming up next on Operation Football.
Shopping, dining, entertaining. The Grand Canal Shops at the Venetian.
What if you had 3 wishes? You could explore distant lands, find untold riches, or indulge your every sense. Discover the world's most exotic marketplace. Desert Passage. What are you wishing for?
This edition of Operation Football is brought to you by Sunrise Hospital Medical Center and Sunrise Children's Hospital. Now, Operation Football, brought to you by Sunrise Children's Hospital.
And welcome back for another edition of Operation Football. As you know, Channel 3 now the place to find the very best in high school athletics coverage. If there's a game, we're going to be there to get it for you. No exception in week number 1, the first game of the week of the year. It's Chaparral at Bonanza, 2 teams who posted sub-500 records a year ago, but this year plan to turn things around. Chap certainly started off great tonight. Their quarterback Dallas Dobbs with a 60-yard touchdown pass to Brady Thomas. He's got the motor running, 7-0 Cowboys. And then it was back to the drawing for Bonanza coach Nick Butera. However, I doubt he drew this one up on the board. Bengals quarterback Tannebaum starts left, nothing there. So, well, how about coming back across the grain? It would have been a 20-yard loss if that guy got him. Juking a guy right. Oh, there's another juke. And then he's gone 81 yards for the score. What could have been a 20-yard loss turned into an 81-yard gain. And the Operation Football shirts in the Bonanza's crowd pretty fired up after that play. But Dallas Dobbs not done yet. He's got another touchdown pass to Brady Thomas. Shap wins the opener, 38-20. Second-year Foothill. Now with seniors playing at Clark tonight. The cheerleaders, something to cheer about in this one. For Foothill, leading 18-14, Alex Devon throwing the bomb. Nate Wiederquist there at the other end. Good hands coming down with it and in for the score, 24-14 Foothill. Then Clark from 5 yards out. Ferdinand Austria punching it in to bring the Chargers to within 3 at 24-21. A chance to tie, 5 seconds left. The kick is up and wide left like Florida State. Foothill matches last year's win total, 1. They win the night and all fired up about it, 24-21. The Northeast and Northwest faced off at Mojave tonight. The Rattlers hosting Rancho. Rancho started off hot in this one. Rams quarterback DJ Porter throwing one over the middle. He's got Ryan Weatherspoon, and look at him cut back toward the middle, juke a couple of guys, and he is gone. Looking Ram tough, 60 yards for the touchdown. Rancho actually took a 14-0 lead in this one before the Rattlers got Ram tough on D. Jason Smith playing great D for the Rattlers, coming up with a pick, helping Mojave come from behind to win in week 1. 14-13 was the final. Well, in the first 5 years of Silverado football, the Skyhawks weren't very good. They went 6-30. Last year, though, they turned things around, went 7-3, so big expectations this year for them. Rick Strasser takes a look at their game at Western, also a stop at Palo Verde.
The goal for Silverado this year is to prove that last year was not a fluke. 7-3, their best record by far in their existence. But for Western, their goal tonight is to prove that anybody coming into their house has to contend with the Warriors.
The Warriors hadn't won an opener since 1996, and it didn't look good tonight in the third quarter. Down 36-22 when this happens. Rodney Martin breaks off a 65-yard run to pull the Western within 36-29, but Joe Jackson for Silverado puts it in from 5 yards out. Silverado again has a 43-29 lead, but Western rattles off 21 unanswered points, including another huge run by Martin. They go on to win this one. 50-49 is the final score. Moving over to Palo Verde High School. Valley visiting. First play from scrimmage, James Sims. He gets to the outside, breaks a couple tackles, and is gone. All told, 80 yards for the score. Valley would lead this one 7-0 after the first play from scrimmage. Head coach Darwin Ross says, no problem, let's just score 27 unanswered. His team responds. Zuri Whiters, 39 yards. He goes in for the score. Missed extra point, it's 7-6. Then Whiters again in the second quarter, this time from 15 yards out. He puts it in. The two-point conversion is good. They're up 14-7 and go on to win 27-7. Rick Strasser, News 3 Sports.
All right, thank you, Rick. You know, optimism abounds for all teams before the season, unless you're expected to win big. El Dorado picked to finish second in the Sunrise, but maybe not after their effort tonight against Cheyenne. The Desert Shields took the lead early on. El Dorado trying to mount an early drive in this one, but Michael Edwards, his pass going to be picked off by Edward Beard. And he's going all the way down the near sideline, 70 yards for that touchdown. The Cheyenne D was just too much in this one. El Dorado expected to put a lot of points on the board this year, but not with the Desert Shields D. They ended up winning a tight one tonight. 14-7 was the final. Next up, Green Valley with new uniforms this year, visiting Durango. Picking up 13-8 Gators when Durango gets a break. It appeared to be a fumble and a broken play, but Janoir Thomas picked it up and went 55 yards up the gut for a touchdown there. They go for two right after that. Why not give it to Jamar again? He's their big workhorse this year and put it in. So at that point, it's 16-13 Durango. Green Valley did a great job of running the ball. They took that lead early on but couldn't hold it. The Blazers win at home 23-13. Let's go to Valley High School. That's where Bishop Gorman plays their home games, taking on Basic. Gales quarterback Deontay Perkins. Now, he is a good one. Breaks the tackle there en route to a 47-yard touchdown. Deontay just plain getting it done last year and apparently this year as well. Wolves inside Bishop Gorman 10. Mark Rose finding TJ Pontalos for the score, but not enough. The final score, Bishop Gorman winning their home opener 41-29. Our final stop, Desert Pines. Jags looking for their first ever win, facing fellow sophomore school Centennial. Jaguars deep in their own zone. It's Darnell Bird with a pitch to Cornell Johnson. He's breaking tackles. Our cameraman gets nailed, but Jamie Joyce is a tough photog because he stays standing, zooms in on the touchdown, baby. Jamie Joyce, you got props here from Mitch tonight. You're the man out there taking it for the team. Eric Wright right there to Mike Smith, coughs it up at the 15, and Patrick Gray, Johnny on the spot, picking it up and running in. Didn't hit the photog this time, but still a highlight that made the show. Bulldogs going for the win, but they're stopped on the two-point conversion try. Congratulations to Desert Pines, the first win in their school history. 14-13 was the final. That's the good news. Here is the bad news. Las Vegas High spanked tonight 42-0 by La Costa Canyon, a California school. Let's hope the Wildcats come back in this area and have much better luck. All right, there you have it. Week number 1 of high school in the books. But if you're paying attention, we're going to give you a free T-shirt here. Here's the bottom line. We're going to be giving away Las Vegas Outlaws T-shirts all year long. That's the new XFL team. If you can tell us who played in the game of the week in week number 1, who was in the game of the week, call 657-9667. If you got the correct answer, you're going to win an Outlaws T-shirt. We'll wish you luck on that. And here's Rick Strasser with Cheerleaders of the Week.
This week's Operation Football Cheerleaders of the Week are from Palo Verde High School.
Our team consists of 6 seniors and 9 juniors. This summer at UCA camp, we got 2nd place in home pom routine.
Last year at the Jackpot Classic, we got 1st place in cheer competition. Stay tuned for more Operation Football!
Where news comes first.
And welcome back. We've got a winner for the first Las Vegas Outlaws t-shirt. Congratulations to Ken Highstand. He's the winner tonight that had the correct Game of the Week answer, Bonanza in Chaparral. Keep it tuned here every Friday night. We'll try and give you a free t-shirt before the season's done. Now, today the Las Vegas Bandits held an event called Kids Jam. It was a 3-on-3 basketball tournament designed to raise money for needy children here in the Las Vegas Valley. They also had a media tournament, and Channel 3 had a team in this one. Our own Rick Strasser and Scott Haas, a few other station hoopsters were on a team, coached by a former Rebel and NBA star Reggie Theus. Some of the players and coaches said it was funny to finally be able to talk about and critique media guys. Usually it's the other way around.
I haven't been able to come up with any words yet to describe what I saw in that first game. All I know, with 6 minutes to go on the clock, our game was already over.
This is your chance to critique the media, isn't it?
Yeah, and let me tell you, you got a lot of faults, man. I got a whole notebook full of stuff.
You know, some of the guys out here got a lot of talent, and some of the guys don't. You know, you just keep your mouth shut, and you smile, and you just have fun.
Hope you had a good time tonight. It's time for the Operation Football highlight of the night. We return to our Game of the Week. It's Bonanza quarterback Tim Bowman. Confusion, it looked like. You're going to be sacked for 20 yards? Think again. Throws away that tackle. Look at this sweet juke coming up right. Yeah. Throws away 3 guys, breaks into the opening, and goes 81 yards. Not enough for Bonanza to win, but plenty enough to be the first highlight of the night for this season. That's going to do it for week 1 of Operation Football. We'll see you again next Friday night for the very best in high school football. We'll be back with the rest of News 3 Nightside right after this.
We're tired of all these little holiday clearance sales. So at Kia, we combine them all into one to form our biggest clearance sale ever. Big because you get our 10-year, 100,000-mile long-haul warranty, plus 1,000 cash back on Sophia's, and up to $750 cash back on Spectra's. Man, holidays bring out the worst in people. Kia's biggest clearance sale ever sale. With this warranty and these deals, it's gonna be big.
All righty, here's what we're thinking for the Labor Day holiday weekend. That breezy to windy thing is making me dizzy. Whoa! Daytime high temperatures will be like 90 to 92. It's like the temperature roller coaster. Bottom line, expect some wind at times, overnight lows, maybe on the cool side. But hey, I think it's great.
It's great. We get a little crazy around here on a Friday night.
It's like watching a tennis match, that thing going back and forth.
Operation Breezy Windy.
There you go. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. Thanks for having us in tonight.
Good night.
Warning, warning, warning. This is a Ford Extreme Labor Day sales event warning for the residents of Clark County. F-150 with $1,500 cash back or 3-9 financing plus 1,000 cash back. Expedition with 3-9 financing plus 1,000 cash back. Or lease the redesigned 2001 Ford Explorer Sport for only $209 a month. These deals end at 7 p.m. on September 9th. Take shelter at your Southern Nevada Ford store.
Attention Las Vegas and surrounding areas. Now through Monday, hundreds of certified rental cars, fleet returns, special purchase, and even quality trade-ins will be sacrificed at a Region 7 rental car sell-off. Just bring an $18 acquisition fee to 3105 East Sahara and 5600 West Sahara and make the payments listed on the windshield. Save thousands versus Kelly Blue Book. Prices starting at $58.88. Immediate financing on site. Vehicles for just $18 down. It's the Region 7 rental car sell-off, sponsored by Budget Car and Truck Sales. But hurry, Labor Day, it's over.